Good morning, student. Today we are going to start the next topic of our chapter number 5, that is organizing. The topic of today that we discussed today, that is importance of organizing. And yesterday we had discussed about the steps in the process of organizing, and the importances depend on the process also. So let's see, we revise a brief description of our process of organizing. We can learn it easily by the acronym that is IDEA. I, in the first process, I stand for identification and division of work. D stand for departmentalization. E stand for establishing reporting relationship. This is the fourth step, but A stand for assigning of duties. इसको इजीली याद करने के लिए इसके ऊपर हम लोग एरो लगा सकते हैं. आइडिया एक्रोनिम देखिए इजीली याद हो जाएगा कि जब हम स्टेप को लिखना चाहेंगे ए कम्स एट द थर्ड प्लेस एंड बी कम्स एट द स्टेज ऑफ 4. So the first is identification and division of work, second one is departmentalization, third one is establishing assigning of duties, and the fourth one is establishing reporting relationship. So by this word idea and ई और ए पर एरो बनाकर आप लोग इजीली इसको याद कर सकते हैं, जिससे आपके चारों प्रोसेस बिल्कुल सीक्वेंस पे लाने होंगे. नाउ कम टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक ऑफ टुडे, दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजिंग. इसकी भी एक शॉर्ट फॉर्म रहेगी जिसको हम इजीली याद कर सकते हैं, दैट इज ए बी सी डी ई ओ. ए बी सी डी ई ओ. By this kind of acronym we can easily understand and learn the importance of organizing. Open page number 116. The first heading, that is starting from A, that is adaptation to change. Adaptation to change. Look at the book, page number 116. The process of organizing allows a business enterprise to accommodate changes in the business environment. It shows the organization structure to be suitably modified and updated. We have to be work on the updated, because when there is so many changes, that is political, economical reason, and sometime inflation reason. So we have to be updated our organization so that the some problems when we came, we can adapt ourselves and adjust ourselves in the changing environment, so that our business can survive and grow and earn profit also. For the B point, now the come from the B point, that is benefit of specialization. That is related to the point of process departmentalization. because we divide the work according to the expertise, according to the knowledge, according to the working condition and the physical strength of our employee. So this point हमें कहीं ना कहीं पर ये वाला जो पॉइंट है वो बेनिफिशियल रहता है हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए. Let's see how you can write this theory. Organizing leads to systematic allocation of job amongst the workforce. This reduces the workload as well and enhances the productivity because of the specific worker performing a specific work. And these person is expert in this work. So वो ट्रायल एंड एरर अप्रोच को ना लेकर बिल्कुल कॉज एंड इफेक्ट जो वर्क रहेगा उस अकॉर्डिंग से काम करेगा, पर्टिकुलर टास्क करेगा, एंड अलो टू द वर्कर टू गेन एक्सपीरियंस इन दैट एरिया बिकॉज रिपीटेटिव वर्क इज गिवन टू देम, and when we give a repetitive work to a worker it becomes expertise in that area and he leads to specialization. Okay, now there is a next point that is start from C, clarity in working relationship. Look at these points, these 2 points, assigning of duties and establishing authority, reporting relationship is remind us the principle of fuel, that is authority and responsibility. This is the authority who assigning the duties to their subordinates, and this is the duty of the subordinate to establish reporting relationship and give them answerable to them, give them proper feedback because he is accountable to their top management. So this point, clarity in working relationship, is that ki employees has a clear in his mind that who is authority, to whom he has to be reporting, to whom he has to be responsible for the answer of the work. So there is a complete reporting relationship is there. The next is starting from the D, development of personnel. Some student has a problem in the meaning of the what is who is personnel. It's not a person, it's our employee which engage in our organization. Okay, so personnel means employee, the working person, whether it is related to the top management, middle management or lower management, he is considered our personnel. अब development of personnel कैसे है? We are discussing in benefit of personal specialization, that we are giving them a particular work again and again. By this time of when we give a same work and same field of work to a particular person, he become expertise in his work. अब इसका क्या फायदा होगा कि एक पर्सन जो हमारे पास एक 0 लेवल पर आया था, he will come to 6 to 7 लेवल. आपने देखा होगा बैंक में कई लोग जब ज्वाइनिंग होती है, they will join the bank just as a clerk, but at the time of retirement he retire as a manager. So how is it possible? Because by giving the repetitive work he become expertise, and when he become the expertise then he will shift it to the next level, and when he become expertise then shift to the next level. So this kind of work given to the again and again, he become an expertise and he develop his qualities and skill. Now come to the E point, that is effective administration. This point is also related to this third and fourth point, authority and responsibility relationship. When there is a complete authority and responsibility is there, we know that who is the responsible person for doing the task, who has some limitations, who has some lacking behind, which department is lacking behind. So proper departmentalization, so us which department is lacking behind in their area. After is that we can give them suitable suggestion to overcome from the limitations whatever they are facing. So organizing provide a clear description of the jobs and the related duties. This helps to avoid confusion and the duplication of work. There is no overlapping of work, no wasteful activities, no wasteful efforts. The complete work, the complete attention will be paid to the organizational structure. The next E point stand for expansion and growth. When complete economic activities are there, it leads to strong economic condition, we earn a lot, we earn a maximum profit in the market, we compete our competitors and become a raising firm. So organizing helps in growth and diversification of an enterprise. Diversification when an organization working more than one field, by enabling it to deviate from existing norms and taking up the new challenges. Underline the word diversification and write its meaning. Diversification, because this word is new for you and this word is used in this chapter many times. Diversification stands for working more than one field.